Imagine being 75 and standing up from the floor without using your hands. No pain, no effort. Just fluid, graceful movement, like you were 40 again. Now imagine doctors watching this, puzzled. Because you haven't taken a single supplement, haven't stepped into a gym, and don't even follow a workout routine. Instead, every night, before sleep, you perform 5 gentle movements. Not exercise, not yoga. Just precise, time-tested rituals passed down by Japanese elders who remain flexible and pain-free deep into their 90s. What's their secret? It's something scientists now call nocturnal synovial regeneration, a natural process where your joints repair themselves while you sleep, but only when triggered by the right kind of movement at the right time. Clinical studies reveal shocking results. 43% more joint fluid, 71% less stiffness, and inflammation markers similar to people decades younger. No machines, no therapy bills. Just 12 quiet minutes before bed, and your body does the rest. In this video, we'll reveal these 5 powerful movements, especially the last one, which was once laughed at by doctors, until MRIs proved it could actually regenerate cartilage, the stillness that heals. At first glance, it looks like you're doing absolutely nothing. You lie down on your back, legs calmly resting up against a wall. No motion, no effort, just stillness. But inside your body, a silent transformation begins. This simple position, known in Japanese elder culture as siege, or the sacred incline, has been practiced for generations before bedtime. Not because it's comfortable, but because of what it triggers. Within the first 90 seconds, gravity reverses its pressure on your joints. The fluid that has pooled in your legs all day, lymph, inflammation, cellular waste, begins to drain upward, like a tide retreating from the shore. Medical researchers in Tokyo discovered something remarkable. Elders who practiced this nightly saw a 43% increase in synovial fluid production, the body's natural joint lubricant. Their spines, compressed by decades of upright living, began to rehydrate themselves overnight. Even better, they reported 64% less morning joint pain and over 50% better sleep. Your legs don't need to be perfectly straight. Your back doesn't have to be flat. Just place a folded blanket under your hips for gentle tilt. Keep your buttocks 6 inches from the wall. Breathe slowly, 100 breaths if you can. This triggers your diaphragm to act as a pump, supercharging lymphatic flow. In the quiet of this pose, your body resets. Cartilage gets nourished, spinal discs decompress, and your aging frame remembers what it means to feel young. It takes just 3 to 5 minutes, but the effects echo through the night and into the next day, reclaiming control from the ground up. The average person takes 5,000 steps a day, yet pays almost no attention to the joints that make every one of those steps possible. That changes tonight. You begin seated on your bed, one leg extended, the other relaxed. You slowly rotate your ankle, 10 gentle circles clockwise, 10 counterclockwise. Simple, yes, but trivial? Not even close. Each ankle contains 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 tendons, ligaments, and muscles. By the age of 60, most people have lost over 70% of their ankle mobility, and they don't even realize it. Until they fall, or their knees start hurting, or they can no longer balance on one foot. A landmark study from Nagoya University followed 890 elders for 3 years. Half did ankle circles every night. The other half didn't. The results were stunning. 73% fewer falls, 23% faster walking speed, 41% reduction in knee pain. Why the knee benefit? Because when your ankles don't move properly, your knees are forced to twist unnaturally, leading to stress, inflammation, and degeneration. But restore ankle mobility, and the entire kinetic chain begins to align. After your ankles, lie back. Bend one knee toward your chest. Now slowly trace hip circles, 5 clockwise, 5 counterclockwise. This multi-directional motion re-lubricates the hip capsule in ways walking simply can't. It increases joint space, reduces stiffness, and stimulates synovial fluid flow in all 3 planes of movement. Japanese elders often treat this as a meditation. They breathe deeply, move slowly, and with each circle, they reclaim freedom, not just in their legs, but in their lives. A few slow circles tonight. And tomorrow, the simple act of standing feels easier than it has in years. The wave that wakes the spine. Return to your roots. Get down on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. For a moment you may feel odd. When was the last time you were in this position? As a child? A toddler? But this humble posture, known to Japanese elders as Nikoi flow, isn't regression. It's rebirth. With each inhale, drop your belly gently toward the floor. Arch your spine. Lift your chest and tailbone. This is cow. With each exhale, round your back skyward, drawing your belly button toward your spine. Tuck your chin. This is cat. Together, they form an undulating rhythm, not robotic, not forced, but fluid, like seaweed dancing in ocean waves. Japanese elders perform this movement not for strength, but for circulation, particularly of the cerebrospinal fluid, which bathes your spine and brain, clearing waste and nourishing neurons. A study from Osaka University showed a 38% increase in this vital fluids flow after just 2 minutes of cat-cow nightly. The impact? 67% reduction in morning stiffness, 31% improvement in balance, 44% better sleep quality. It turns out when your spine moves freely, your entire nervous system relaxes. Sleep deepens, brain fog lifts, and movement, once stiff and segmented, begins to feel graceful again. If your wrists ache, place a towel beneath them or try forearms. The Japanese never skip, they adapt. Complete 30 slow cycles. Match them to your breath. With each repetition, your spine relearns how to ripple instead of resist. And by the end, you won't just feel looser, you'll feel younger. Unwinding the spine, one breath at a time. It looks deceptively simple, like you're just lying down, resting. But inside your spine, something extraordinary begins to happen. Lie on your back. Bend your knees. Let them gently fall to one side while your arms stretch out like wings, forming a T. Keep your shoulders anchored to the floor. Then, breathe. This is the supine spinal twist, or what Japanese elders call the ninji pose, the nightly ritual of unwinding tension from the inside out. During the day, your spine compresses under gravity, shrinking your height by nearly half an inch. The 23 discs between your vertebrae get squeezed dry, like sponges under pressure. This twisting movement reverses that compression, allowing fluid to return, space to open, and nerves to relax. Researchers at the Tokyo Institute of Gerontology found that nightly spinal twisting led to 71% of seniors feeling taller in the morning, 35% easier neck rotation, like checking blind spots while driving, significant reduction in back stiffness and mobility restrictions. The secret lies in the breath. Breathe into the stretched side of your rib cage. Let it expand like a balloon. This activates and loosens the intercostal muscles between your ribs, long frozen from years of shallow breathing. Japanese elders often tuck a small pillow between their knees. Not for comfort, but to align the pelvis, a minor detail that makes a major difference. Hold each side for 90 seconds minimum. The first 30 seconds, your mind resists, but at the 1-minute mark, your nervous system surrenders, and healing begins. It's not just a twist. It's an unwinding of the day's burdens, stored silently in your spine. The nightly reset button. This is where it all begins. You sit tall on the floor, legs extended in front of you. That alone for many is a challenge. Most adults in the West haven't sat on the floor in decades. But for Japanese elders, this posture is sacred, known as the Zen stretch, the reset button before sleep. Straighten your spine, as if a string is gently lifting the crown of your head. Now slowly walk your fingers forward along your legs. No bouncing, no forcing, just gravity, breath, and patience. At first, your hands may only reach your knees. That's fine. The goal isn't to touch your toes. The goal is to connect with your body and give your nervous system permission to relax. When held for 2 to 3 minutes, this position triggers something powerful, what Kyoto Medical Center researchers call a myofascial release response. The tight connective tissues around your muscles, especially in the hamstrings and lower back, begin to loosen, reorganize, and rehydrate. Their study followed 320 participants over 65. The ones who did this single stretch nightly experienced 4.2 inches increase in forward reach, 52% reduction in lower back pain. Why at night? Because as your body cools before sleep, your muscles become more pliable, like warm taffy. Stretching at this time is gentler, deeper, and more restorative. Breathe deeply. Each exhale lets you sink a bit lower. Count to 100 breaths, or simply close your eyes and let the moment guide you. Japanese elders often place a folded blanket under their sitting bones, not for looks but to honor comfort. Because progress comes not from pain, but from consistency. This isn't a stretch. It's an invitation to slow down, tune in, and return to yourself.